Good morning. How are y'all? Can I hear the audio?
Good morning.
Good morning, darling. How are you?
I'm good and yourself?
Eating breakfast, doing my normal Friday scramble. Clean hair. That's something. I don't know what, but it's something.
Right. It's good. It always looks great though.
Oh, you're a doll. I was
No, it
talking.
does. And I don't know if you put color on it, but the color is just so vibrant to me. You
This is
don't?
it.
That's natural?
Except for this little bit down here. My hair
Yeah.
is naturally black, as dark as you can get and not be like blue black, but
Yeah.
black. And when I went to go gray, I had them take this out, which, it was all the way up here at that point, probably. I had them
Hmm.
take out as close as we could. And you can't really tell until you do this. And then you can tell it is different. But other than that, it blends pretty good down in the bottom. So
It
all it is
does.
literally is just this little bit left right here. But no,
No, it really does. I mean, the natural curls, all of that. It's just always so vibrant to me.
thank you.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to talk to Nick in the mornings on Friday. And I'm literally like, I gotta do something with my hair. I gotta scrunch this. Give me 5 minutes. And so I picked up the phone and dialed him. He goes, "Does your hair look good?" I'm like, I scrunched and but we good now.
Yeah.
I
Do
got some.
you use that mousse that curls? Because I use it for my grandbaby boy.
What
He has
mousse the
curly
curls?
hair. There's is it Aussie? I think that's the brand, the little
Yeah,
purple
yeah.
brand. It's called Aussie and it's a mousse for curly hair.
I do use some products for curly hair, but I'll look into the Aussie one also. I use Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I forget what Wow stands for. WOW. So I use a lot of
Mhm.
their products. I also use some L'Oreal and then some Diva I've tried and some OUIO or something like I don't know. That one I've got also tried that also. I really like the Wow products. Um, if you have roots, if you have dark hair with roots, if you have whatever kind of roots, if you need kind of, to make your hair look blonde or whatever, they have
Mhm.
it's like a powder, like eyeshadow. When my hair was inky, I was still coloring inky black. This was growing out. I would
Mhm.
put that on the part in between, like I can't get in to get my hair colored, and
Yeah.
it worked magic. And I'm just like, holy,
Wow.
and it would last until like the next shampoo. So
That's
anyway,
great. I
yep.
did invite one of my mentees. Actually, yesterday was her last transaction. So that means she would graduate from the mentee program. So I invited her because I thought this would be great for her to hear about the social media posts. But I don't know. I just sent it this morning because I've been like flying all over the place. And I was like, I'm going to send it. I want you to get on, want you to get on. And then I just sent it to her this morning. She probably like, really? Like you're supposed to show me about blocking and scheduling, and you sent it this morning. So I don't know. Hopefully she'll be on today or she'll start next week.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Well, I see Anna's on. Anna, you ready to get going? You up?
Good morning, my loves. Yes, I'm up. I'm just setting up the computer stuff to get on, but I wanted to share. Um, One of my lenders invited me to a town square event last night, and he didn't speak until like the last 2 hours. It was so phenomenal, though. One of the strategies and takeaways I wanted to share with you, I thought was genius. Um, One was like pretty interesting. He's like, "What do you say when you run into someone and they're asking you how the market is going?" That one was like a mix of what I already do, but he's like, the suggested response is don't ever say, "Oh, it's great."
I don't say
um,
that. I say, why do you ask?
hmm,
What do they
yeah,
say?
he said he goes start with, well, it's very interesting, and he says
Hmm.
definitely before asking why they're asking, which is what I do too, Gina. He's like, before asking why they're asking, he's like, ask them, just tell them a snapshot of like why you believe it's actually interesting. Because right now, what they're doing with that question is sniffing you out. He's like, you're being prospected by
Mm-hmm.
that question. And so he's like, just provide an honest response. Don't overplay it and don't underplay the market. Just provide an honest response. So his feedback right now is in this market, he's like, oh, it's very interesting actually, because there are some homes that sell very quickly and other homes that are on the market for an extended period of time. Why is it that you're asking? Like, are you trying to buy or whatever? And he's like, so it's like their sniff factor,
Mm-hmm.
initial sniff factor, to see if you're full of BS or you're being honest. So that was pretty cool. But the strategy that I thought was mind blowing, my biggest takeaway from his thing was basically incorporate, and this is another, sorry, I'll just toss in something else too. He's like, also ask them, sorry, his daily recommended schedule is 5 calls to your past clients a day and 5 new outreaches. He's like, if you set that as your target, that's not a hard target to reach. And what do you say to the prospects, and how do you actually do outreach to FSBOs, to expireds, or whatever else? He has a specific schedule of uh, calendars. Basically, once a month, he drops an informational direct outreach to them. And what he does in that direct outreach is he's like, hey, just wanted to let you know, I just saw that, Zillow's estimate of your home went up by X whatever. He takes a screenshot of the Zestimate and he sends it over to the buyer, I mean, to the owner. And he's like, I've been asked by several of my clients to prepare a home valuation to find out how accurate this is. I'm happy to prep one for you too. And he's like, that specific email ends up getting a ton of responses from people.
Mm-hmm.
It just generates a lot of activity. So I'm happy to share the exact email text he uses, the script he uses for that, but I thought that was pretty awesome. It's a good way to sort of outreach, and he does an individualized Zestimate screenshot for every person. So that's why it's more
Recording.
Sorry, Anna, you came in twice.
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
mute your-
I'm gonna boot out.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Perfect.
Yay.
Yay! We get to see Hannah.
I miss you guys.
Oh, you're so
You-
beautiful.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. So I wanted to share that. And then he dropped another link, since speaking of social media. He owns a company, he co-owns a company. It's called why is it that I took pictures of, oh, here. It's called listingleads.com. And he said, definitely go here. He's like, subscribe. There's a 7-day free trial. He's like, download all the assets and bump yourself out of there before they start charging you. He's like, I have an ownership interest, but he's like, I don't really care so much for my partner. So he's like, you're welcome to just take the step and
Oh
just
my
get
gosh.
out. So he has like scripts, email scripts on there. He has social media posts on there. I thought that was really cool of him to share. So they offer a 7-day trial. I would activate it on a day that you're going to be working, and just basically download all their stuff, and according to him, bump right out. So
All right. There's the link in there, y'all. I knew a guy, I love the Zillow thing, and I'd forgotten about it, but I knew a guy that would literally send the Zillow, and he had to do it from his computer and put it on his phone so he could write on it, because Zillow wouldn't let him, whatever. So something like that. So he would write on, and he would write right on the Zestimate. He would write, ask me why this is wrong. Or something like that,
yeah.
call me to find out why this is wrong. And then he would send it to him. And he got massive business. And I think the key is, more than anything else, it's Zillow. And I think that's the key. Redfin's, the eyes on Redfin are going way down. The eyes on Realtor.com have never been as high as Zillow. They just haven't. People like playing on Zillow. They really do. So there's automatically this familiarity that you're tapping into with that. whatever direction it is you decide to go. It would make me, if I was in the business, I think I would divide my database in half and send half
Good test,
one
right?
and half the other one. And yeah, and test out to see which one works. And then I would play with that because that seems like it could be a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
I done with similar concept is with expireds. I've printed the CMA sheet, the front sheet of the MLS because they're familiar with it. They've already
Yep.
been listened. And basically highlighted, I know why your home didn't sell. If you want to know more, call me or something. So
I've
that's
definitely, yeah.
really good.
I've done the same thing with expireds a lot. Like I know why I didn't sell. Can you tell me? Are you available Tuesday at 2 or 4? Well, can you tell me? Are you available Tuesday at 2 or 4? Well, no, can you just tell me? Yes, Tuesday at 2 or 4. And then I'm like, look, I promise I'm going to tell you. I really am. But I need to sit down with you and show you da 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 da. It's not just something that I can, but I promise you we will have that. We'll have that that'll be the first dang conversation we have, you know.
Sure.
It's actually the second, but whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
go on. That's good stuff, Anna.
I thought it was golden. I was like, I need to incorporate that. Let me see if I have the screenshot of that text that he sends.
While you're
or
doing
some-
that, I made you co-host, so you should be able to share and all the good
Okay,
stuff.
Mel. Sounds good. Let me share my screen. I'll do the bulk social media thing, and then I will I have an email that I owe you guys. The reason I haven't sent it is because I'm waiting for Marketing Boost to come back to me with the affiliate link. And they were supposed to have it prepped. I was already signed up to be an affiliate, but apparently their affiliate portal isn't working. So they asked for time to sort of get that up and running. So I couldn't log in. I'm so sorry, but I do have, and let me share the stuff that I was going to share with you too. Sorry, I'm trying to juggle between 3 screens.
Look at your Canva. I love me some Canva. I cannot wait. It's soon till we get our free version.
I know. I'm so excited about that. My renewal was like December 25th.
Oh, it's
So
perfect.
I was like, oh, this is great.
I should look up well, I can't because Amanda and I share, but I've already told her, look, I'm going to flip over as soon as you're ready. Like, come on over.
Yeah, that it's super cool. It's awesome. So this is the thing that I was going to share with you guys. This is the link. I'll drop the link right now too. Janae, can you tell me how you share it so that they don't edit this copy? When you share editing rights, can they edit this original copy or do they edit a copy of the copy?
I would make a copy and I
Okay,
put our group. So just put
there it is.
like mastermind, because that
Okay.
would be messing with your original, and then share it as an editable format.
Okay, gotcha. So copy link. Here's the link, guys. And also included in the email. So this is what I use. And sorry, I know this doesn't have anything to do with social media, but
Oh, shut up. This is all good. You keep going, girl.
so one of the conversations that I absolutely love having with my listings these days is I'm finding a lot of agents are offering people the seller financing options and lease to purchase, but they don't really know what they are. One of my expired clients that I'm set to close with, they had an agent who basically brought in a seller financing offer, and he said, and they said, well, we can't finance because we have an underlying mortgage. And he's like, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. I was like, are you kidding? And so they lost out on an offer. And then right after that, the HOA got into a lawsuit. And let's just say we're having a really hard time closing, like really, really hard time.
I want to interrupt here 1 second. I can
Yes,
see
no problem.
this also going on, like the thing that I do with my guy, the same exact graph with if you do a wholesaler, this is what wholesaling is. You're looking at 50 cents on the dollar. If you're doing this, it's 60 to 70. If you're this, it's 80 to 90. If this is 100. And you can do the lease purchase. I could really see tweaking this,
Yeah.
those options also,
I
because
was thinking of
easy.
actually, I agree. When I listened to you tell me the wholesale versus thing yesterday morning, I was like, oh my God, I should probably create another one where it outlines all of their options. But
Mhm.
if they choose to go with this, with the listing to
Beautiful.
maximize sale, this is what it is. So when I go into when I go into most of my presentations, I don't ever get asked about sleep. So that's why I think Dayana here.
Hang on one
Um,
second. Devora, is your person Dayon?
oh,
Dayon?
Deanna's my person.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, you guys met her. Um, but basically, most of the listing appointments I go to, Gina, and I'm not sure if everyone else will resonate, they don't have, oh, should I wholesale it or should I, go through with you? They
Exactly.
don't have that objection. Their problem is they're sitting on low equity, they're
Yep.
sitting on almost no equity because they overpaid during COVID and they have some life situation that requires them to sell. So their only two options at this point, their consideration is sell or rent. And so
Yep.
sell at least. And at this point, I'm like, you don't just have two choices. You have multiple choices. You have the choice to traditionally sell, but given your low equity, you're most likely going to have to pay at the closing table. Let me talk to you about the other ways where you may be able to circumvent that from having to take place. Where if you were to agree to take on a higher risk, there is a way for you to get out of the ownership of this home without having to pay at the closing table.
Did you design this entire graphic?
I did everything.
Okay, hang on, hang on. The reason
Also,
why I'm asking, what do you think? I'm going to throw an idea at you, and I just want to throw it at you. What do you think about adding in on the traditional sale a caveat like you have down here on subject 2?
Mhm.
This, if you are in this situation, this will possibly mean bringing money to the table and changing the color of that to red or a color that says no.
Yeah, no,
Okay, go on. And I'm just throwing ideas. I love this.
and then I put this together because I realized I'm going on these presentations and they're tracking. I'm good at explaining these, but there's no visual that goes along with it. So I
We
created,
can't grasp it. This is an infographic. You built an infographic and it's flipping amazing.
yeah, so I wanted them to understand how it works. I wanted them to know what the pros are. I wanted them to know what the cons are. And another very good or very common hesitation people have these days is how soon can I get this under me out of this? And so basically, this is the closing timeline and who is it best suited for? And so I wanted to highlight these and I go over each one of these options and some of them who have zero tolerance to risk. They're just like, no, I don't mind. Let's just go with the traditional route. And some are like, well, hold on a minute. I've gotten tons of listings because of this, because I'm literally the only one who's introduced them to these options. Everyone else is like, well, if you can't sell, then you have to rent. And so I've loved this, and I hope you guys can incorporate it into your practice too. Not every market is the same, but what I'm seeing in mine over and over again is again low equity. They bought during COVID, significantly overpaid for their home. They're now facing some kind of a life situation, and they're required to sell. So
For your business model, I wouldn't add in the other stuff. This is flipping amazing.
yeah.
It really, I know I keep interrupting you. One, I'm just
Oh, my love, are you kidding me? It's a
I
dialogue.
well, and the reason why I love this. I really do. I think that this is it's easy to understand, graphically represents exactly what it is that you do, shows it so that people can see all the information and grasp it in a way we cannot with just a line of words or even someone talking. It's just a beautiful visual. It really is. It's graphically laid out, it's easy on the eyes, it's easy to understand. Like
Took me
really,
forever
really
to
nice.
design it, so I appreciate it. Took me forever to put this together, but I'm like, I keep running into the same thing. I need to have something that I can take with me. So I took a ton of time and like put this together. I hope it's okay.
Stay right there 1 second. The time that you spent putting together, have you made it back already in what you've saved time-wise and or getting the listing and help getting them to understand? Has it paid off?
Gazillion%.
Bingo.
Gazillion.
Bingo.
Without a doubt. Yes, absolutely. I've met my ROI and I expect to keep making it. So For sure, for sure. So I shared this with you guys here. I see a lot of people have hopped on. Let me see what I'm gonna share. Okay, so if you guys are ready, let me show you a way where you can create hundreds of days of content in a matter of like 5 minutes. I'm praying to the technology gods that they don't fail on me today. And ChatGPT does not flunk, but let me show you what I did. A couple of the things that I did. So I did the Did You Know series, where I am designing like Did You Know series, and these go out. I think the Did You Know, I think they were scheduled to go out every Thursday, I believe. So I have Fridays are a fun Friday, so like fun facts, and then I have Tip Tuesdays, where I have so look, this was generated in all of these. They're all different. They all have the same background. So the challenge with this is you have, and this was scheduled out once a week. So this is 30 weeks of, Monday or Tuesday content. And then I have the tips for sellers, and I have Tip Tuesdays. I have Tip Tuesdays, and this was geared towards the sellers. And then this was a video format that was done, that just plays the smoke in the background. But this way I could actually post it on video accepting things as well. So it considers like semi-real in a sense. But you could post it as a post or a story on the platforms that accept it. Let's see what else. I've done commercial ones as well. Sorry, I put this together. This is one of my favorite things that I had done. I send this to my teammates when they first start with me to give them, I don't mean to digress, sorry, just clicked on it and I was like, well, let me explain. This is called the Book of Life, and I know that every single one of us is in real estate, but real estate is just a tool to get us to be the people that we want to be. But who do we want to be? And so I designed this and put this together. It is totally 100% inspired by the Life book, it's called, and it was put together by the Precious Moments founders. Their course, You're Welcome to Take It, was like, I think $3,000. So all they do is they basically give you different categories for you to have introspection on. And within each category, they focus on 4 factors. And so what is the premise? What do you believe about this area of your life? What are your desires? What do you hope to achieve out of it? What are your motivations? And what is the strategy to get there? And so I put this together. I'm not selling it or anything, not making any money, but it's just, it's a personal introspection type of journal that gives you a lot to think about. What do you think about health? What do you think about your finances? What do you think about, all these intellectual, emotional, character, spirituality? So yeah, that's that one. Let me know if you guys are interested in
Share
getting a copy of that. Sorry, love.
Can you make copies and share these links with us?
Yeah, of course. I have a ton of stuff. So anything you see here that you're like, oh, it's interesting, let me know.
So just share the links. Can you put the links in just an email, all the links?
Yeah, I will. I will. I was waiting to send that email until the Marketing Boost people got back to me with their link so that I don't spam everyone, and just, send a gazillion stuff to you.
Spammed.
Yeah, I send, well, never mind. I send also when they put it up for me because I don't know, they love me and it's a flipping amazing thing. You guys have an amazing stuff, Bree and Janai, that you have built in the back end. Like it's super cool. It's just a great resource place, man. Love it.
I agree. I totally agree. These are amazing. And then let's see. So my posts, and then these are posted in my, this is new builds. These
Now, are you just going to the chat and having them do all the stuff? I mean, where are you getting the
no,
content?
I'm going to show you how to make these. So
Okay. All right.
Sorry, I'm talking too
No, you're
much.
fine.
Just wanted to show you the different things that you can create. So these are all posts. The shortcoming of this method is that all of them will have the same background, but you can create so many of them at the same time. So here's my process. I go to ChatGPT. Sorry, go ahead.
No, and they're easily changeable. Once you create this, it is so easy to change the background pictures. So
Yeah, it is. If
you're,
you want to do that, you're welcome to do it. I just do it for like I'm done with social media. I hate
yes,
absolutely hate that nagging feeling of like I have to create social
Go
media.
ahead.
What? I hate it, Janai. So like for me to go through, and I did that on a couple of them where I went and I changed the background picture. I'm like, you know what? The whole purpose of this is to be done with it though. So
yeah,
that's
I agree.
it. And so basically, because the way I schedule them is like once a week. So it's not popping up with the same image every single day. And
You know,
each
I agree.
it's different. So I'm like, oh, whatever. And it kind of gives people like, oh, this look
That's
is,
Anna.
you
That's
know, the
Anna's brand. Yeah,
Yep, it's a signature. It's a signature image.
yeah,
exactly.
exactly. And so, but it's a signature image for that series. So like Tip
Yes.
Tuesdays has this background, and then Commercial Wednesdays has another background. And so they're able to sort of be like, oh, what's the next commercial thing? I don't know. Just I'm
I
trying to justify my laziness.
I kind of like I can see both directions. I can see changing it up every single time. In that scenario, I would probably do 15 or 20 different backgrounds and then 5 messages on each one and just rotate through. But I can also see the same brand, look, style for a particular group of messages. Like you said, the
Mhm.
first one, I can see a different look than a luxury, a residential, a I don't have any equity would be, maybe luxury, big house, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
I can see both sides, but I'm also with you. I hate social media, you know?
for y- for your brand, especially on Instagram, it keeps it cohesive and it gives the same aesthetic. So it's actually really good that you do it that way. At least for Instagram, that's very common.
I'm happy to hear that, Tara. Thank you. I'll
I
use
did
that
because
as
I don't know IG too. So I thank you.
Yeah.
yeah, and she's right. When I look at IGs, guys, that all have like different blocks, it's always like chaotic. I always love the look of monotone, kind of, similar tones, or
Yeah, it's
same
very
color.
clean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It has a clean look.
Yeah.
Unlike the one that I'm regenerating now. So my Instagram was hacked last year along with my Facebook, so I lost everything. And I haven't really given too much focus to IG. But I should. I should. But yeah, so this is what I do, guys. So I come to ChatGPT. I have the pro version. You don't have to have the pro version for this, especially because they are this isn't up to date information that you need. They're just social media strategies. So I come here and like, what series do you guys want me to have prepped? We could do like Tip Tuesdays. We could do
That's
uh did you know?
yeah.
Okay. All right. So okay, so I always tell it to pretend to be the world's best marketing.
Oh, I do stuff that too. And I'll pull different marketing people. Like I need you to work on through this marketing book that I really like that applies to this work
Exactly.
in this world. Do this. So like
Exactly.
Russell Brunson, if you wanted to do ClickFunnels, I would pull his info. People,
Mm-hmm. Very
by
true.
the way, I just want to give Anna credit while she's doing this. She sat down and taught me how to write the bots and everything. And she sat with me and did it. And since then, I've taken off with it. And it was literally because of what you gifted me that I've been able to build the the thing we're going to launch really soon with the coaching bot. So
I love you.
love you
Always
too.
here for you. Any way that I could be. I love you.
Mhm.
Okay. So pretend to be the world's best marketing coach and best marketing and real estate coach. And help me generate 30, let's say 30. Did you know content pieces to be used for social media posts on IG, Facebook, and other platforms. Make sure that each one is informative and provides significant value too. And so what I have done, guys, is I have created ideal client profiles for the different groups of people that I want to work with. So I have luxury home sellers. So I could actually go on here because, or I could show you the blank canvas too. Significant value too, and then you insert your ICP. Your
No,
ICP.
wait.
Go ahead, love. Go ahead.
Chat told me that it would not interact between chats, even with the pro version.
Yes, that's very true. So I could take this same piece of content and put it up on one of my ICP
Bingo. I
files.
wondered how you were getting it to do that. Okay.
Yeah, no. I'd have to go copy and paste it there, but I'm showing you guys what happens in the event that you don't have an ICP designed for you.
Mhm.
How to actually get it to target the people that you want to target. So one of the first things that I always recommend anyone joining my team is to help brainstorm. First, we go through the life book. What do you want out of life, and how do you want to structure your business? So then we do a business plan, and then after the business plan, as part of the business plan, one of the things I ask them to think about is what clients do they want to work with? What are the ideal clients that we want to target in all of the marketing outreach that we're doing, so that it's targeted marketing, so it's intentional. And so here you would insert whatever that is. So say I know like Janai works with luxury home buyers or a home seller, sorry, to luxury home sellers. So I could actually insert that over here, and have it generate content that is specific to luxury home sellers in the Texas market. So I have another chat GPT that's trained to be me, and so like the True North group. So I go here for anything related to like my business practice. So it already knows it. I don't have to dump information at it. But if you don't have a chat GPT that knows your business, create one and just be like, hey, I am this real estate agent, I serve this market, my ideal clients are blah blah blah, I want to close, however 100 transactions in 2025, and I want you to be, my coach or whatever. Help me design marketing stuff, help me create a business plan, help me create marketing strategies that I can implement throughout the year. So I have this one that I always go back to, that is just designed to do that. And so then I have another one that's trained for my writing style, as well. That's if like I'm writing blogs or something like that, I go back to that one. But this one, I'm just showing you, if you don't have that, I would definitely train it. But if you don't have that and you're working with a black canvas, this is what you would do. So world's best marketing and real estate code, blah, blah, blah. So it generates this for me. I want them to get rid of all category separations and create the title. Did you know sometimes it doesn't spit it back out like this? Sometimes it just like does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, get rid of all category separations and list them 1 through 30 and create a title. Did you know on a separate column? Okay, so create a 2-column table with, sorry, I think get rid of all category separations. Create a 2-column table with, did you know the on column 1 and the content being in column 2. Okay, and I'll show you why I'm doing this. So I need her to, or her or him, to separate these two because what I'm gonna do is do bulk create on Canva. So I take this.
I love bulk create.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna do today, Janai. So it's the bulk, it's like the best invention ever. It's amazing. So Janai already knows, guys. Sorry I kept you hanging so long, Janai.
No, that's okay. No, this I already learned significantly how better to work my chat GPT because I have a very good one, but now I'm excited. So just go for it. I'm just
Me
excited.
too, because I'm learning all kinds of stuff too. 2 column table. Wow. All right. Book create. Ooh. All right, let's go.
I love you, Gina. You're so cute.
I
So
love-
I could copy these. I copy that, and then I go to my beautiful Canva and I do create a design. I do bulk create. Where are you? Actually,
Just
sorry.
type in Instagram and I think it'll bring it up.
Yeah, let's do Instagram post. Instagram post. So on here, you could just select, whatever background you want it to be on. You could do video, you could do whatever if you want to. I wouldn't do anything seasonal because again, the goal is to create it for, several weeks. On end. So say you select my brand colors like black and white. So I would just type, whatever it is you want to do. Let's say this.
Yeah, I love that. That's a good one.
Yeah, this is cute.
Yeah. Yeah. On Canva, I put in my colors and then I'll say like modern, sleek, whatever look I want also. And I'll
You
also
can even type in
art
love.
or fashion because I like that graphic layouts usually.
Very cool. Yeah, for sure. And then go to apps. And then under apps, you click on the bulk create, enter data manually. And the copy and paste, the copy we had done, I just do, what is this? Okay.
Clear it out and redo it.
I'm trying and it's not letting me. It was
Okay.
weird. Backspace working.
Just cancel and then go back in it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I get how
irritating.
this works.
There you go.
So now you post that and then you click
Oh,
And
and you do this part would be,
column 1 and column 2.
yeah,
And amazing.
this is weird though, Janai. It's like, hold on. It's like doing one whole thing.
yeah. Okay. So, and then you can bulk change the back picture. You can bulk change everything. It'll
Oh.
grab it and because you're only working with that one image, but it'll do it for all of them. Whatever you do on this one, it'll do for all.
Yeah, no, for sure. So I
Hammered.
could change the tie to like something else, but this is all grabbing one thing. So I can ungroup. Okay, yeah. I'll
Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
So over here, I can connect the data. So I connect the data and I want my did you know to appear here, but I want to do it up here because sometimes some of them are going to have a longer text. So I want my did you know to appear here. I do connect data and did you know is on here on empty one. So I'll select that. And then this one, I'll connect the data and I'll connect it to the actual text.
Yep.
Okay. And then continue, generate. This is what I'm like, what is wrong with you? Okay, generate. Really?
So close out your first Canva tab. Close that one out.
Slide the fail to open.
Yeah. So close the first one out because then
Oh,
because you're on two of them, two platforms. Now try it.
Let's see. Oh,
It's so
So it's
big.
supposed to work, guys.
There you go. It did it. It did.
Yay!
So I
Yay!
should have, I mean, did change the font on this one so that they're not all appearing in all caps, but you
Mhm.
get the drift. And
Yeah.
so basically you could just use that approach to create this. And then
Cool.
when you're sharing it, you can actually download and you can just it downloads each one separately. So you could just post it, and the Go High Level is what I use specifically for scheduling out my stuff. Sorry, it's not opportunity.
So Go High Level is a different, that's
That's my CRM. So that's the CRM I chose to use instead of
Canva
instead
or
instead of Lofty and KV Core. And one of the reasons is because everything is under one roof. If you have
Go High Level. Okay.
uh, so the way this works is if you're using Hootsuite, if you're using actually Facebook innately has a content planner, like has a planner for you to schedule posts out of. So whatever platform it is you're using, you could actually go there and like this is my thing, calendar view. I have a post for every single day. So thank God.
And you can do that on Facebook. And then does Facebook, if you link your Facebook to your Instagram, will it automatically then go on
So
Instagram?
Facebook and Instagram could communicate, and so your planned posts on Facebook will post on Instagram as well. But the limitation to that is it doesn't go to TikTok, it doesn't go to Google My Business. So I have all of mine posted on Google My Business page as well, because believe it or not, SEO ranking is significantly based on you constantly posting there as well. So
Yeah.
that's becoming an extra thing to post on, and that is something I absolutely recommend. Especially, but here's the caveat, guys, for anyone using KV Core as your main site, unless you're as your main website, unless you have a custom domain, the SEO ranking that you're working so hard to achieve is going to rank EXP and not your website.
And that's important to have your coin domain instead of exp.com. Have like right now I have KV Core and Lofty. So Lofty is my JenaiRouge.com.
But keep in mind, Janai, even if you do a forwarding, like on KV Core, you can do forwarding. I had for years, I had www.texasdreamhomes.com. Okay, so I had that. And it was rerouting people to the Anna.Golomian, at EXP or AnnaGolomian.exprealty.com. So it's not the forwarding address that matters, it's the underlying address that matters. So if it's a forward, I don't know how Lofty works, but keep that in mind. Go back to them and find out if that becomes your actual domain, or is it the face domain? Like, is it masking the underlying domain?
Pointing.
Yeah, exactly. So
what did Gina just say?
If it's just pointing, it's not going to count.
Okay.
I do all the time. I point all kinds of stuff. So like you can have your main domain be Gina Hansen, and then point over and change the name of your website all day long, but it's not going to matter because it's pointing. It's the underlying name of the website that it's going to grab because it's grabbing the SEO.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly right. So the underlying one has to be your own. It cannot be EXP's. It could be, but you're just not going to rank at all.
So KV Core, you're not sure if KV Core or Lofty does that, correct?
KV Core won't. KV Core is going to grab the EXP site.
Okay, so KV Core doesn't. I've got to check into Lofty then, or I have to use.
Lofty doesn't either. I will bet you dollars to donuts. However, I am not positive on that. Do not quote me.
But
Go High Level does give you that.
Yeah, because this is my own thing. So
yeah, and if you white level the Go High Level, then you might not have it also. If you white page it, is that what's called? It's called white paging it?
White label. Yeah.
White labeling, yeah, where you're buying it from somebody else for a much reduced price, you're probably going to point to theirs also because they're just selling you a portion of their website.
Oh, goodness, I'm
I
so
know, I
frustrated.
know, I know, I
Site
know.
developer
Yeah.
separately just for that. So, and this guy I hired a whole year ago, he's amazing. He has correspondence with, like, he was on the Mike Sherrard show. He was interviewed by Mike Sherrard. He's part of EXP. He's amazing. He's like it's like hopping on to a call with the girlfriend. But the problem is I paid him last year. Like I paid him in October of last year. And my
I know
wife,
who you're talking about, and you're not the only one, by the way.
are you serious? Have you done
No,
this?
I am serious. And no, I've not used him because of it.
I had
So
no idea. I signed up with him and he was supposed to produce a phenomenal product.
Can I ask you a
And
question? Is his name Kyle?
no.
Okay, all right. Because there's
But right now he's in non-performance. And as a legal person, I would say, listen, you either perform for me in the next 30 days or we will take legal action. Because as of this right now, I've been beyond, like, I would be so over it. But
Yep.
you're not the only one. So that's one
And
reason why
yeah,
I think there's a division, a partnership with somebody else. So
there's also a problem. I can't remember the guy's name, but I know there's a problem with a guy that came in. He's not doing what he's supposed to be doing, and leadership needs to know about it. In that, that's part. There's one person, and then there's a few more. There's part of the reason why we all got kicked out of EXP for not EXP, but teaching in EXP because they were
yeah.
only using it to sell very expensive stuff, and then they weren't performing any of it. And I don't remember the guy's name. I just know I'm going to talk to my friend out today in Nevada and get his name again because I already ran into him through Success Business Magazine and I was like, oh, hell no. And and I know he's been doing stuff through XP.
I'm going to make one suggestion also. I love the Tuesday tip because it's just a theme and I love it. But if you put tip Tuesday versus Tuesday tip, there's a big difference in the number of hits for that hashtag.
Yeah.
So Tuesday tip gets a huge, it's like, I don't know how many millions. I don't know if, but I'm just saying, just when you design your content,
Search the hashtags first.
include a hashtag at the bottom, and then research the hashtags for your area and make sure you're hitting the most optimal one for exposure.
Good call. Good call, Janai. No, that's a great suggestion.
So I have Tuesday tip because I'm working on some marketing for another partner, and I was like, no, you can't do tip Tuesday because it doesn't get as much algorithm. So just research your hashtags for the area, and I always create a blank signature for Facebook that captures all the hashtags. And then when I go into Chat GPT, I ask them to create a Facebook post with emojis and then highlight the hashtags for that specific post so that I just add it to the bottom of my column.
Yeah, no, for sure. Those are, I have that incorporated in my group Chat GPT. So in here, if I go, it already knows the innate hashtags to put.
Yep.
But this is just for creating the post itself. And then the caption, I go back and I ask it to create multiple types of captions. And so even though it's, did you know, I don't want it to have the same exact caption every single time, but I want the caption to be generic enough so that I don't have to be like, oh, which one do I have to match this to? Because I'm doing the bulk rate. So I just have it generate multiple variations of the did you know caption, and I have it generate the hashtags afterwards. And then I go out and then let me show you. I think this would come up. So like, for example, let's see this one. Preview. So this is the commercial one. I hate the design. I need to change it. It looks so but like, for example, ChatGPT created this for me, and it has like your go-to guide for commercial real estate is here, blah blah blah, and then midweek real estate tip and hot or whatever. And then so it has, and then I go through back and I have it design this part. And I have to say, guys, I don't know how much this has to do with it. Um, but I keep getting tons of calls from Google, tons of calls. Like a lot, there are a lot of vendors who are calling, but what it's telling me, but there are also a lot of people, a lot of users needing a real estate agent. So like this part, but I don't know how much this plays into it. What it's telling me is that my profile is coming up in people's searches,
Yep,
which is
yep.
great.
That's good. That's what you want.
That's because you're linking your Google. So I've decided, because I have to revamp because my identity got stolen on Facebook as well. So I'm redoing everything, and I've put in all sorts of parameters so that doesn't happen again. But I have decided to focus on YouTube first. My Google, Facebook, and Instagram will always interlink
Right.
for 2025 because I am not a TikToker. You're never going to see me shake or dance because I just don't.
If
I
I
don't even know
shake, I need
how.
to eat.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like, just
But
an
I
FYI.
love all of this. And I wondered if you could create a third column where when you ask it, like you got it to do the two columns, and
Mhm.
I always follow up with ChatGPT and say, now turn the following 30 above into 30 Facebook messaging with emojis.
Right.
Facebook messaging. What do you mean, love?
I,
Like,
I, I actually put Facebook messaging in my chat GPT and it will come up with a narrative for my Facebook post with emojis and everything else. But
yeah,
I
so
think that's what I probably built into my chat, my bot.
I'm trying to visualize what that means. Like, do you mean here,
Go into chat GPT and say, now please use go into your 30s,
yeah,
top 30s.
I think it was this one, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know, I mean, you know the chat bot lingo more than I do, but I put now take the top 30
Okay, it's all
column two descriptions and create an engaging Facebook post using emojis.
so basically now take all of these.
Now take column two. Yeah.
Okay.
Take column two of the above, column two of the above, and create a quick 2 to 3 sentence Facebook post, including emojis. Engaging, put the word engaging.
Yep,
Because
I've done this too.
with a call to action.
Yeah, I've done this too. And then put in, make it compelling, make it short, make it that whatever I want flavor wise. But I've done this too with the emojis, and it will kick out because me trying to find all the damn emojis makes me kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't. Yeah, I put SEO and it does it.
Yep.
So, um,
Optimize SEO and call to action, and just see what it does for you.
most highly searched relevant hashtags for my market. Actually, it's not going to know my market for, I don't know, San Antonio.
For the topic.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Oh.
There you go.
And
Yeah. But here's the thing, this would not create, you're right, this creates the actual post itself.
But you have to do it.
But you still don't have the actual design. So
Right.
to take this and you would post it with the design?
Well, I would create a third column in
It'll still
I
put
think
it
here.
in Canva. It won't put it up in the Facebook section. You'd have to copy and paste.
Yeah, you're gonna still have to, but either way, it's a third column in Canva, and you can just when you're creating, like, spend 1 hour and just paste it all into your
No, absolutely. And that's what I use on the back end. That's what and I don't use it as a third column. But that's smart.
Okay.
You know which one's linked to what?
Yeah.
Hey,
Because it's all there when you're when you're putting in your slides for distribution, and I'm old school. But anyways, if you're doing it, then your content's being created in one day. You could do this in 1 to 2 hours because you've got everything in one
Right.
organic. You've got the tile
Copy.
for
Yep.
Canva, and then you've got your third column with your Facebook, right?
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. I agree with you. I think this is really smart to actually put it in the same table, and that way, like, even a VA that's working on it, on
Mhm.
putting the posts up on the planner, it's going to be easy for him to just copy paste it. That's
Done,
smart.
done.
That's really
Um,
good. I had to create just generic captions, and then I would just, generic "Did you know" series, and then the post itself would speak for itself. But
Mhm.
it's like another way to sort of add text to text version of it. So that's smart. That's really smart.
Well, and this way, and then what I do for my clients is I tell them, so if they have an aid, okay, so you've got your narrative for like post 3, you've got everything there for Facebook. Then I create an automatic signature for them, and I would drop the signature just after the DM line, the DM us line. I would put their signature, and then these hashtags go on the bottom, and then everybody knows that all your followers, you put @followers at the bottom, and you can do that twice a day. But
yep.
in these posts, I would do it once a day. I always do it once a day, and then it flashes to everybody.
Yep. Hey, I
Wait,
hate to do this, y'all, but I have to jump because I have to use this. I got to host another meeting here in 2 minutes for another thing. But anyway, so I got to shut it down, and I hate doing that because Anna, this is amazing, and I have a feeling that you could go on for another hour and keep on working with.
Let's continue the conversation on Monday.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
And then I want to let you guys know that I talked with Beth about her workshop, which is on Sunday, which is all on visioning and planning out either your personal life or your business life or whatever one of the components, like Anna was talking about, the different components of your life, that you can apply it to any one of them. It's 3 hours long. It's $97, but she's giving us a $47 discount. So it's only $50. It's 2 to 5 p.m. this Sunday Eastern. So it's 1 to 4 if you're not Eastern, if you're one time zone over. I put the link up there and then the codes up there also, Dreamscape 47. So it's in chat, and that link and that code will work for her workshop, and I'm going to take it. So if you guys are interested in getting it half price, she's like, absolutely, for this group, no problem. So it's all half price for us. So, okay, that's up there. Janai, I'll send that to you later for the Google Doc drive also, or Janai and Brio send that over.
Yep.
Later. Okay,
Yep.
perfect. And then I hope you guys have amazing weekends. Anna, this
Thank
was
you. Thank you. Thank you.
golden.
Yes.
Absolutely golden. I have little sticky notes all over the place with the Bull Create, business plan and marketing. Put this in your chat, link your Google. I have all these. I should have just did a big piece of paper. Instead, I got 27 of these things, man. But thank you.
So let's continue the conversation, and maybe Anna, can you focus on maybe helping us create our ICPs, our ideal client
Yeah.
profile?
Yeah.
Maybe give us like the top questions that we should put into into the chat bot in order to output what we want. And then everybody else, I want you guys to play around with what Anna did. And then that way, if you have questions or need help with something, Anna can help on Monday too.
The only challenge, guys, is I have my little monster.
Oh, you have your little ones. Okay, why don't you send them to me, Anna, and I will do it.
Yeah, no problem. I could also
Yes.
do another follow-up because I know next week is Thanksgiving. I could do
Oh,
another
that's right.
Friday after if you guys want. That way I could actually show you the process, but I'm happy to I'm happy to put it together.
Well,
what-
let's do it. Let's
my
do
guy.
it. Let's do a follow-up Friday, okay? Because I know Gina's got to go. So
Yep.
let's
Okay.
follow up on Friday. Thank
Right.
you, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Anna. Bye.
Bless everybody.
Guys, have a good one.